You're very welcome along to McGovern Park today for the Toureen Group Junior Football Championship final between Tir Chonaill Gaels and Tara. I'm your commentator Charlie Evans, and joining me today is Paul Coggins and Dave Byrne. And Paul, a great match-up today between two traditional teams within London Gaelic football.
It is indeed, Charlie. Thanks very much, and it's great to be here. Looking forward to a brilliant weekend altogether of Gaelic football here in the capital this weekend. We've got the intermediate final after this today, and the senior final tomorrow, of course, the big day of the year. So as for today, two big club names in London over the years: the Tara's club playing in the junior final, and the Tir Chonaill Gaels, my old club, playing in the junior final today too. So it's a blustery, windy day. You wouldn't have thought it maybe earlier this morning, but there's a crosswind here we can see. So, you know, we just want to say welcome to everyone. Great to have you watching and listening here today all over Ireland and UK and maybe further afield. Looking forward hugely to it. We don't need Anfield or anything like that. We've got McGovern Park, and you know, we're really hoping for a great weekend. I've Dave here with me from the Kilmavie Shamrocks. Dave was telling me his club at home are playing in the Junior B final tomorrow. So Dave is a great statistician and works with me in the London Juniors. So hello to all the family and friends of all the guys watching today and playing in the games, and we're just hoping for a really, really good game, Charlie.
Most definitely. And we'll run through the teams quickly before throwing, starting with Tir Chonaill Gaels. Number 1, Conal Vaughan. 2, James McInerney. 3, Johnny Lavelle. 4, Ryan Patterson. 5, Jack Nolan. 6, David Kennedy. 7, Ryan Harvey. 8, Keelan Sweeney. 9, Gary Kane. 10, Paddy Burke. 11, Cian Ruan. 12, Conal Burke. 13, Shay O'Connor. 14, James Corley. And 15, Liam Hession. And there's one change to the starting 15. Liam Hession is out, and he's replaced by 28, Ronan Murphy. And moving on to Tara, we have number 1, Kieran McGann. 2, James Carey. 3, Frankie Finnerty. 4, Aidan Lynham. 5, Conor Moran. 6, Aidan Bradley. 7, Joseph Thornton. 8, Finn Clough. 9, Paul McDermott. 10, Dylan McManus. 11, Sean McGivney. 12, Joseph Cunniff. 13 is Mark Terry, but he is replaced by 17, Jack Sparks. 14, Connor Hart. And 15, Anthony Costello. Paul, there'll be a fair few players that you'll be familiar with on the Tir Chonaill Gaels team, and also perhaps looking at for the London junior team from a Tara perspective as well.
Oh, absolutely, Charlie. We're looking forward to that season starting soon, and obviously key players there for the Tir Chonaill Gaels. Firstly, Ryan Harvey at left half back, number 7. Ryan's a really good find and played very well for us over the last couple of years. And James Cawley in there at 14. Keep an eye on James. He is a prolific scorer if he gets on top of it. I think Liam Hession's loss is a big loss to Tir Chonaill Gaels. Liam is a really good free taker, taken over by a very experienced guy and my own clubmate at home, Ronan Murphy. He'll slot in there. There's 3 Michael Glavies players in the Tir Chonaill Gaels squad today: Sean Cajun, Cian Ruan at number 11, and Ronan Murphy himself. So Ronan is stock from Kerry and Roscommon, so hopefully it'll be a good mixture for him today. The Tara's fantastic club, able to participate in 2 county finals today. It's just huge, you know. Both clubs are doing well, because the Gaels tomorrow in the senior final. But like, there's 13 of the starting 15 of both clubs are homegrown players, Charlie.
Yeah.
So it gives us a lot to look at for the Taras. You've got guys in there such as Frankie Finnerty playing at full back. We've got Conor Hart in at full forward. Sean McGivney at number 11. Eddie McGivney's son Eddie from Longford, Sean Connolly's club, has 3 sons involved today in the 2 games, and young Sean is a real good player, so we'll be watching him. Keeping an eye on the experienced guys for Tara's: Paul McDermott, the Leitrim man. Big Paul just spoke to him there earlier, so he said to give him a mention, so we'll give him a mention now. But hopefully get a few in the game. And then on the Gaels side, they have Gary Kane as the Irish lads, and Cian Ruan. Gary, a hugely experienced winner of many medals over the years with Tir Chonaill Gaels. So, like, we're going to do the national anthem now, I think, are we, Charlie?
Possibly.
Not maybe coming yet. So I guess if you were asking me, which you probably would, on how the outcome would be, the Gaels are the favourite. TCG are the favourites mainly based on their experience, the way they played in the semi-final. They gave a huge performance against St. Joseph's. Tara's just keep coming up with the answers, even in the semi-final against us in the St. Kiernan's. We were well on top for most of the game, but they just battled and found a way to win, and you cannot rule them out. Fantastic big squad. I'm looking at them there, some really big individuals. They look mean, and they look in really good shape. Tir Chonaill Gaels will play a really fast moving game, break at pace, trying to get the ball into their Cawley and the guys inside, Shea O'Connor, guys like that. Tara's would probably play a more patient game, and it's interesting to see Big Paul McDermott is actually starting in midfield.
Yeah.
Normally he goes into full forward, but he's starting in the middle of the park, so it'd be interesting to see how that goes.
See, the referee for today is John Doyle from the Fulham Irish Club, an experienced referee. So we see, as Paul rightly said, Tir Chonaill Gaels are the favourites for this game. They had a very good campaign in Division 2, which has helped them up, and the ball has been thrown in, and we are underway. Gary Kane underneath the breaking ball just kicks it back, and there's a scramble for possession now, and it will be TCG who win the first free, and they're just a bit of a tackle there on the ground, which you can't do.
Yeah, just a little late tackle there by Sean McGivney, letting Jack Nolan know he's around, and the Gaels start an attack there. Cian Ruane has it in the middle of the park, looking up to deliver. Cawley making some runs, Cian just holding the ball, soloing around the middle, just looking for a bit of open space. I see Big Paul McDermott is just dropped back there as you call him a +1.
Yeah,
which is
sweeper,
it's going to make it hard.
Call.
Yeah, it's going to make it difficult for the Gaels to get ball inside. Here's young Sweeney, Keelan Sweeney. Keelan is going to be a key player for the Gaels, but that's a bit of a rash ball up into the sky, but it's 50-50, and it's won there by Shea O'Connor, and Shea did very, very well there. Not Shea O'Connor, it was the number 12, Conall Burke, fought hard for that. It was a nothing ball, really.
Yeah.
He managed to fight hard for it, and he's won a good free for Tir Chonaill Gaels over on the right hand side of the pitch for a left footer, Ronan Murphy, who Ronan should put this over to settle the nerves. Ronan is very, very good at the frees, so here he goes. And they're having a look at it, a bit slow at movement, and he's kicked it wide. Wow, that's a poor miss now from Ronan. He'll be disappointed, very disappointed with that, because it was within his range. Probably just the first kick of the game. It would have given him the confidence and given the Tir Chonaill Gaels a good confident boost starting off. The wind is it's blown across the pitch into our faces here, so it's blustery, but it's not really favouring anybody, Charlie, at the minute.
No, not really. It's not like one team will have the wind in the first half and try and use it to their advantage. It's going to be tricky for the free takers and everyone to judge the shots with the wind blowing from right to left, as Ronan Murphy, I guess maybe he found out there with the taking that free that maybe the wind will have a bit more of an impact than he thought. Yeah,
the crowd are getting involved. Great crowd here today for this local derby. Tir Chonaill Gaels not settling that well. That was another bad ball inside, and Tara's are nice and calm, taking the ball out of defence. Big Paul McDermott has it. He's looking up to give a ball inside. That's a good run. He's got a hold of it. Paul has gone for the return. Well taken there by the number 17, Jack Sparks, the late replacement. Jack hands it to Conor Moran, the wing back. Conor just soloing across the field. No score here so far. That was a hard ball there that Conor Moran gave, but Jack Sparks did well. He did very well there. Oh, sorry, that's Dylan McManus. Finding it hard to make room, but he's on a solo run here on the right hand side of the pitch, looking for support. Gives it back to Conor Moran. Nice and patient play here from the Taras. They have to be. Good play into Finn Clough, and Flynn has a shot. Really should have done better with that. That was a good opportunity there, and it's gone wide, so we still have no score apiece. Another change in the Tir Chonaill Gaels zone. Higgins was number 16. Owen has been around a long time. He's starting in goals in front of Conall Vaughan.
Just one thing to note with the junior championship this year, Paul, is obviously that you've mentioned there's a number of Irish players that can play this year, which is different. If you had a second team before, it had to be a completely homegrown team. Just what are your kind of thoughts on that? That change?
Mixed thoughts, Charlie. I mean, I think. Look, there's really good lads who might not get football in other places. I just cut off for a minute because the Gaels are in with a chance here. That's a very poor shot, though, there from Shea O'Connor. They'll be disappointed with that. Yeah, I think it's in a way, I think it's more for the homegrown players, you know. But it's good, like you have players like McDermott, Gary Kane. In the Kiernans, we had some really good players, Jerome Daly from Kerry, and look, they're all brilliant players, and you know, we enjoy playing with them and training with them. So, look, it's okay. It's okay. It's only been in the year, and I think it helps the youngsters from the experienced lads. We had a lad from Mayo, Kenny O'Connor, playing with Kiernans this year, and Kenny, you know, he gave a lot of really good advice to the youngsters, and they learn from that, and it's all about development too and moving up into the senior squad. So look, overall it's a mixed bag, but I don't think it's doing any harm to have I wouldn't like to see it go any higher than 3. I think 3 is the max. You can play 3 Irish players at any one time in the pitch, but you could have 5 or 6 in the squad. Here's another free kick to the Taras, and that was taken by Joseph Caniff, and again a big opportunity there, and he kicked it wide. So we've had a really slow start to this game. The nerves are jangling. Both teams finding it hard to settle. Good kick out from Higgins there, goes across to the wing forward Paddy Burke. Just very slow play. I'm seeing, you know, I want to see a bit more pace in it. Here's young Sweeney now, Keelan Sweeney. He's opened it up onto Paddy Burke. Paddy looking for a good early ball into James Cawley, who's well out in front of his man. He's too far out to have a shot, but he brings it back into Paddy Burke. Paddy has taken a few steps there, but he's got away with it. Into Shea O'Connor. Shea O'Connor takes the shot. He could have won a free there. He has won a free, and that's right decision by John. And this is a very kickable free now for Tir Chonaill Gaels. I'm having a look to see if Cawley will step up. It looks like a Cawley kick to me, you know. So I think it's dead straight in front of the goal. This should be the opening score of the game.
We have played 6 or so minutes so far, no score, but James Cawley with a very close range free should easily get the first score of the game, which he does. It's the first cheer from the loud Tir Chonaill Gaels crowd, and it puts them 1 point up.
1 point up there, good score from James Cawley. Tir Chonaill Gaels have had a wide, they've had to drop short. Towers have had 2 wides, so far both teams find it hard to get the scores on the board. Look, it's a county final, it's tight. They've played each other in the group already this season, and the Towers won that game just about, but Tir Chonaill Gaels were well ahead, and Towers got 2 late goals. Anyway, that kick out from the Towers has been won again by Tir Chonaill Gaels. Gary Kane is doing very well around the middle of the pitch on the kick out so far.
Keelan Sweeney there just got done for taking too many steps by John Doyle. Tara took a solo and go, but just lost possession there and ended up committing a foul.
Losing possession too easily. You can't lose possession that quickly after getting a free in a county final. One interesting aspect Dave has just given us is that Tir Chonaill Gaels have won all the kickouts from the Towers kickouts, every one of them, and Gary Kane has been a major man there. Towers are making a run here on the right hand side with Dylan McManus. He's solo and goal. Could have got a free there. Get another free here in a minute, surely. I mean, yeah, he will. That's another free. That's lazy tackling there from Jack. He won't be happy with that. He's finding the pace of Dylan McManus a little bit hot there, you know, that was just a lazy free. The number 6 for Tara, Aidan Bradley, is having a chat with John Doyle about it. But look, John is given the free. Here's a ball, a high ball in. They try and just punch it in there. Conor Hart, he maybe could have caught it. It was just too far out trying to punch that ball, and Owen Higgins took it really, really well. Young James McInerney has done well there at the cornerback position. Really tigerish cornerback. One possession well, gives it back to DK. Davy Kennedy has been a long time, Davy. Here's the Gaels back in their own half-back line. They should be putting more pressure on them, the Towers, but they're not. They're allowing them to walk the ball out. And here comes Johnny Lavelle, the fullback. Johnny is going to be a key player today. He's a really good fullback, bringing that ball forward, trying to drive his team on. Cian Ruane has it again in the middle of the field. Pops a nice ball off to Gary Kane. Gary just misjudged it, and it's been turned over, and that's sloppy again from the Gaels in good positions. Both teams are just very, very slow at moving the ball. The Towers won the ball there, and they give 6 hand passes, and they haven't moved. So, I'd just be trying to move the ball a bit quicker. Here's Dylan McManus again on the ball. Poor ball up to the full forward, Conor Hart, but well spotted by the number 4, Ryan Patterson. He did well there. There's Jack Nolan with the ball over on the right hand side. Paddy Burke. Paddy, a really experienced guy, giving it to Keelan Sweeney. And that's the second time Keelan Sweeney has just overdone it a bit. He's been caught for over carrying. Towers have a free kick. Not a great ball, a poor free kick. They've won a sideline, but the quality at the minute, Charlie, is not where we would expect from both these teams.
No, it is lacking in quality. Both sides are just not being very careful when they have possession. Both sides are struggling to get the shots away that they would want to, and that looks like a 45. It is. So maybe the first chance for Tara from a 45 to get a score on the board.
Yeah, I think it might be a little bit far out at this level. The breeze is crossways, he might have a go, but Davey just saying there's been 4 wide so far from both teams. There's been 6 turnovers. They've been unforced errors, I would call them, really. You can't say that they were absolutely massive hits or anything like that. They were just, unforced errors. Anyway, Tara's having a go here. It's dropping in short, but they just weren't on the ball to pick up the scraps. And Gary Kane has taken it out of defence. Good run by McInerney. McInerney, the cornerback. A couple of good hits there by the Towers. The Gaels are not getting it easy. The Towers are, as I thought they would be, really strong and tough in their tackling, and intensity is high, Now, here's young Sweeney again. He's a key player for them. Sweeney gives it to Ryan Harvey. Ryan Harvey off to Shea O'Connor looking for James Cawley. There's a pull there on James. That could have been a free. That should have been a free. He got a pull, but he didn't give it, and the Towers have got away, but they've given the ball away again. Ryan Harvey has it at wing back. Ryan looking for big Ronan Murphy. A hard ball for Ronan there. He did well to gather it, and he did well to get it out to Cian Ruane, his fellow Glavies man. Cian gives it to Conall Burke, back to Ryan Harvey. Just looking for an opening. Shea O'Connor. Shea looking for a nice dinky ball, and that's a beautiful ball inside. And that's a really good score by Conall Burke. A really good ball by Shea O'Connor. He looked up, seen the run, and that's the best play of the game. And it leaves it 2 points to Tir Chonaill Gaels, no score to Tara's.
Most definitely, it was a good ball inside, but from a Tara perspective, you'd be wondering how they left Conall Burke free to just kind of wander in there unmarked. But it's...
Yeah, but it's their own, Tara's brought it on themselves there. They did a great turnover again and just gave a sloppy pass out. Their passing needs to improve, especially out of defence. To me, they should be looking up and trying to deliver the ball in. I wouldn't be against throwing Paul McDermott in there at full forward or centre forward for a while. Anyway, they've won that kick out. That's the first one they've won. The cornerback, Aidan Lynham, is on the run. Aidan pops it across. There's a chance here because the right man is on it, Sean McGivney. Sean, lovely ball to Aidan Lynham. Oh my dear, that was a
cornerback shot, really. A
cornerback shot that shouldn't be shooting. And Sean McGivney had gone for the return pass. Sean is a really good forward, and you have to look for the men that can shoot. You can't be shooting from that kind of distance. Unfortunately, that's just a little bit of blood rushing to the head. So Tir Chonaill Gaels have it through the experienced Paddy Burke to the more experienced Gary Kane. Gary looking inside for Cawley. they're looking all the time for Cawley. If I was Tars, I'd be looking at putting a man in there in front of Cawley. Give it across to Paddy Burke. Paddy probably will pass it out. He didn't get a chance to pass it out because the Tars, well, I thought they did a good tackle, but John Doyle sees it differently, and he's given a point, or given a free, which probably will become a point because James Cawley doesn't normally miss these, and it's a good opportunity for James.
As we see, James Cawley steps up and it goes over the bar. 3 points to no score. James Cawley has 2 points from 2 frees so far, and TCG will be happy enough, Paul, with what they've done so far.
Oh, they will, yeah. I mean, the Towers have had their chances. They've had 3 drop short. They've had 2 wides. That's 5 shots, and they haven't got a score on the board. And that's just not good enough. That has to change, and it has to change quickly. Tir Chonaill Gaels have been a lot more efficient from the chances they've had. Here's the kick out again. The Towers have won a free, and he's taken it from the wrong position, young McGivney. And yeah, John Doyle has brought it back. He thought he might get away with it. Aidan Lynham will take it instead. Aidan gives it across to Conor Moore in the wing back. A very young team, this Towers team. They've done so well to make the final of this competition and the intermediate final. Here's a run through, and he's got caught for over carrying. I think he's a bit unlucky there because the 2 Gaels lads were tackling him at the one time, couldn't really solo, and could have given him the benefit of the doubt in my eyes. But anyway, I'm not the referee, and DK has it, gives it to Cian Ruane. They look to build an attack. Good ball into big Ronan Murphy. Ronan, lovely pass back to Cian Ruane. Cian looking up for Cawley once more. Cawley is cleaning up in there. He gives it to Paddy Burke. Here's a Joe chance. There's a goal for sure. It's a goal by Shea O'Connor, and a really good move. It was a simple move. Towers are looking there through Kieran McGann for a square ball, but they're not going to get that. That's a really good goal. It was a great move. Came from the free kick. 3-4 passes, quick play down the field. Great interlinking of play. James Cawley did really well, won his ball out in front. He's given an awful time to Frankie Finnerty in there, but the problem is that there's too much space and there's not enough pressure being put on out the field by the Towers. There's another kick out one by Tir Chonaill Gaels, but they gave it away there. That was a poor ball into Murphy.
He can't go back.
No.
Oh my God.
Tried to give it, and that could be a free in, but he hasn't given it. They were lucky to get away with that.
I think it should have been a free in, surely, because Kieran McGann kicked it, or it hit off him anyway.
Well, it hit off him. He had to kick it because it would have been in the back of the net. Otherwise, really lucky to get off with that, the Towers. Now, they need a score really badly, and this is a big run here from Finn Clough. He's got the wide open space if he can find the right players. Oh, that's a great tackle. Oh, he's given a free. It's a free kick. Gary Kane, I thought, had made a good tackle there on the Towers, but John Doyle is the man in the middle. I think they've had a little few words with him, arguing the decision, and this is going to now be a 14-yard free, and it gives the Towers a chance through Sean McGivney to get the opening score of the game, and they badly need it. But that last play really, I think, could have been a free kick to Tir Chonaill Gaels. It was a pass back to the goalie. He didn't catch it, but he did make contact with it, McGann, and he used all his experience. He did well, and he got away with it. Towers are not pressing the Tir Chonaill kick out at all. I mean, Paddy Burke just wandered up to get a ball there, and Keenan Sweeney has it. That's a poor ball from Sweeney. Big Paul McDermott has looked up early. That's a real good ball by Paul McDermott. Good early ball into Conor Hart if he can win it, but I'll tell you, Johnny Lavelle did well. I thought he did well, but again, John Doyle has made the decision that it was a free kick, so it's an opportunity again now for the Towers. It was a good early ball by Paul Mack. Tir Chonaill Gaels selector Kieran Cunningham, who's played many games for Tir Chonaill Gaels, not happy with that decision. And there's a free kick by Sean McGivney, and again, a soft enough score, Charlie, but a score all the same. Brings it back to Tir Chonaill Gaels 1-3. The Towers 2 points. They needed them 2 scores badly.
They did, and I suppose maybe it comes from 2 frees that were given in favour of Tara, which maybe we thought could have actually been clean tackles by Tir Chonaill Gaels, so a bit of luck maybe going Tara's way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sideline here for Tir Chonaill Gaels. Tara's think it's their sideline. It's interesting, the last 3 kickouts from Tir Chonaill Gaels have come over here to the left-hand side, and Paddy Burke has won them all. They've won 7 out of 7 of their own kickouts, so they're really doing well. Owen Higgins is placing that ball. The Taras need to press a lot harder and heavier than they are on the Tir Chonaill Gaels kick-out. Paddy Burke is having a field day on the kickouts, and Tir Chonaill Gaels are just building here from winning that free kick. But Taras turned them over. They're really working hard, the Taras. Really working hard. That was a late tackle there by young Keelan Sweeney.
I think it was Jack Nolan.
Was it Jack?
Yeah.
Jack is arguing his case. Jack wouldn't have a dirty bone in his body, but he'd give everything, and he's trying to argue his case here in front of us with John Doyle. John Doyle is listening to him and taking it all in and then giving him a yellow card. So, again, he's still not happy with it. And anyway, the end swing is, it's a free kick right over here beside us to the Taras, taken by Conor Moore, and Conor gives it to Finn Clough. Slow build-up play again into Aidan Lynham. But the Taras, as I said earlier, they will be patient. They won't rush it. They don't really do early ball, and they haven't got McDermott in there at the minute. So if they can get the ball to Sean McGivney and those type of players, they certainly can do damage. There's a good ball from Conor Hart right across the other side to Joseph Caniff. Joseph gives it to the number 15, Anthony Costello. That's better slow build-up play by Taras. Well taken. A little run here by Aidan Lynham. He's going to have another pop. He's had a pop earlier, and unfortunately that's his second pop, and it's gone short again. And Owen Higgins must be really happy with them type of shots. He loved them all day, and it's poor shooting in the wrong areas from the Taras.
Yeah.
This is a great run by Keelan Sweeney. Got out of trouble there, did very well. He's got the return from Paddy Burke. Keelan, Donegal Heritage, lovely ball into James Cawley. Mayo Heritage James on the London Junior squad with us all year. Did very well for us, scored some great scores from off the bench, and we're looking forward to him playing this year. Shea O'Connor, who's having a good game for Tir Chonaill Gaels. Shea has played a defender a lot of his career, but he's got a lovely turn of pace there. He's kept the ball well. Oh, he's unfortunately slipped, and just as I said it, shouldn't have said it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said it, Charlie. So it's a free kick to Taras. John Doyle not happy with where they've taken it from. They kick it anyway, and it goes back.
He's been very consistent with that throughout the whole game, and with calling over carrying for both teams. So
yeah,
it's not like either team can necessarily have a problem with how the game is being refereed.
No, and every referee would see it differently. I mean, I said a couple of times that maybe the players were being tackled, but that's a great turnover by Shea O'Connor. He did very well, worked hard, but then brought it into the tackle instead of laying it off to Murphy, who was there waiting with that left peg. And the Taras are working so hard. They're doing really well on their tackling and their intensity. They just need to do better with the ball. That's not a great ball again by the number 6, Aidan Bradley. He was looking for Paul McDermott, but Tir Chonaill Gaels had a load of men back. Really good early ball by Cian Ruane into James Cawley. James didn't get that. He got 3 Tara men around him, but he's managed to win it back, and he's managed to win a free. He's got a hit after the ball there. They haven't heard the whistle over on the far side because the crowd is so excited. Great to see all these homegrown players and their parents here from all parts of Ireland, and some English parents of players playing, but mainly Irish immigrants here over on that sideline. Very, very proud of seeing these lads today. And here's Cian Ruane. His dad Tom flew over from Knock today, I know that. He's got the return pass, and I don't know, I missed there what he did with it.
There. It was blocked
half
down.
blocked by the Taras, yeah, half blocked. Tom will be very excited over on the sideline, a neighbour of my own, and he'll be having a word with Cian on that shot, maybe take it in a little bit further. Anyway, here comes the Taras in the middle of the field with the ball. Again, slow build-up play. Paul McDermott should be getting it in a minute. and he will, and he has over on the right hand side. He's been roared on to keep going. Good burst of pace by Paul, having a shot. That's a good effort. It's gone in. There's a chance here for Hart. Hart has got it. He's got a chance of a shot. Oh, it's a poor finish. Well taken by Higgins, but should have done better. Could have got a point there, you know. Really, it was a lot of work to ask him to do to try and get the goal, but it was a poor finish. There's a late tackle on Paddy Burke. That'll be a yellow card for sure for Aidan Bradley. He can have no complaints. Paddy doesn't stay down. Certainly doesn't stay down unless he's hurt. Paddy is a very, very, very good player. So Rebecca Mulvey, the physio for Tir Chonaill Gaels, is coming on to see Paddy. The physio today for Tir Chonaill Gaels and the physio for the Towers today is Katie White, who worked with us from County Derry. Katie, she worked with us all year for the London Juniors, and I was talking to her during the week. She's just going to have a very, very busy day today. I think her mum and dad will be listening in County Derry. Katie's superb physio, and we wish her all the best, and great committed girl. So Paddy's been taken off to the sideline by Rebecca there. She's going to have a closer look at him, and he does seem a little bit dazed, there's no doubt about it. He would really be such a great lad. Paddy gives 100%. Rebecca's checking him out there, and he should be okay, but he just needs a little break. At the same time, young Joel McInern's lad James has the ball at cornerback. He'll be out of his zone now at the minute, but he did well. He won a free, and Paddy wants to try and get back on now. The linesman has let him back on. Mark Hanley over here goes across to Ryan Harvey. Ryan will give it to Paddy. Paddy has it here in the left, playing it left half forward. Paddy thinking of passing into Ronan Murphy, who's moved into full forward now. Shea O'Connor back to Cian Ruane. Cian having a look up. Nice little ball, but lost again. Another turnover.
It was. But the weird thing there, Paul, was Tir Chonaill Gaels actually had 4 outfield players back in their own half, so they were outnumbered there on that attack, which is a bit surprising. That
ball will be taken up because Gary Kane gave away the free, a soft enough free, and Gary, instead of handing the ball back, like a nice mannered lad, just kind of left the ball on the ground like the old days. But the old days are gone, Charlie.
Yep.
You got to pop it back to the lad and give it to him for the free. Again, I can see the point of it because it stops the delaying tactics. So, you know, we got to go with it. It's the new way. So we got to embrace it. Here comes the Towers now. Looking up, trying to keep the ball. Been tackled and hounded by Tir Chonaill Gaels. Tir Chonaill Gaels are not backing off. They're hounding them and have driven the Towers back, and they've turned them over. Cian Ruane did great, and James Cawley has it. The right man has it. James carrying on. He's going to give this to Shea O'Connor. Big chance of a score here. Back to Cian Ruane. He should slot it over. Cian, good score. Good turnover. And what it shows you is, instead of dropping back and bringing all the players behind the ball, put a bit of pressure on the opposition, you know, put them under pressure, and they could make a mistake. And that's what happened. It was just a mistake by Towers, and it means at the minute the score is Tir Chonaill Gaels 1 goal and 4, the Towers 2 points.
You're right, Paul. That score there came directly from a high press by Tir Chonaill Gaels, and Tara have looked a bit unsure in possession in this game. Lots of turnovers from both teams, so really it's something that Tir Chonaill Gaels should look to do more with that press to put Tara under more pressure. Yeah,
the kick out there they won a free. Tir Chonaill Gaels after Tara kick out. There's been a lot of turnovers by both teams, but Tir Chonaill Gaels have had 6 key turnovers, and they've got scores from the majority of those, and that's the difference. There's a free. I thought that was good tackling there by the cornerback James Carey on Ronan Murphy. Ronan will look for the free, and he's won the free. It's just very close to the 45 metre line, about 40 metres out. Again, dead straight in front of the goal. James Cawley looks like he's going to have a go. He's full of confidence now at the minute, following on, but he might go short, you know.
He's just standing in the front.
Should have gone short. Well. He should have gone short. We'll call that a wide. That'll be, we'd say, a disappointment to James, but he's been playing well. He's won most of the ball that's given into them. The Tars need to play a man in front of James Cawley, because James Cawley is the key man in that full forward line for Tir Chonaill Gaels, and I am surprised that they're not doing that.
As you see, we're approaching half time here, only a couple minutes to go. TCG 5 points up, very happy with what they've done so far. Both sides have missed lots of chances in this first half as well. It's been quite a messy first half, as Paul McDermott has a free there. He did well.
Dave was just telling me there, Charlie, that Tars hadn't won any kick out up to that one. So that's the first kick out of the game that they've won, and that's something they really, really need to look at, because you cannot be in a county final and not show more intensity around the breaking ball than that. So that's a key area for them to look at. Tir Chonaill Gaels far more hungry, but here's a chance for Tars at the minute. Conor Morton has the ball, kept it well. The movement inside needs to be a bit better. The number 15, Anthony Costello, has it. Nice ball inside. They're looking for the midfielder. That's going to drop short again. It's just another drop short from the Tars. How many is that, Dave? 5 drop short from the Tars. Owen Higgins is bringing the ball out. He needs to go back into the goals. Fancies himself as an outfield player, Owen, but he's better in the goals. Good movement here by the Tir Chonaill Gaels. Good quick play. Conall Burke brings it up the right hand side of the pitch into Cian Ruane. Cian having a good game. Lovely dinky ball into Shea O'Connor. Back to Cian Ruane. Cian hand passes back to Conall Burke. They made real great progress there. Very quick play. Good movement. And they've slowed it down now through Cawley. Back to Cian Ruane. Back to Cawley again. Good hit by the Tars, but Cawley has it. Cawley to Ryan Harvey. Left footed shot from Cawley. And that's gone wide from James. He'd be disappointed again with that one, and it brings it to the first half to an end. And look, it's been an okay first half. Tir Chonaill Gaels have played some really good football. They lead the game by 1-4-2, Charlie. And the big area that the Tars, as I've just said, need to really, really focus on is the kickouts. They've had one kickout they've won out of 11 or 12 kickouts, and that just isn't good enough. The goal is the difference. The Tars have dropped 6 short in the first half, and they've had their chances. Yes, there's a little bit of a breeze probably favouring Tir Chonaill Gaels, but not that much that you would be shooting from them distances and dropping that many balls short. So they need to improve greatly on that performance. Their intensity is there. They've got the turnovers at the back, but then they've managed to give the ball away before they've brought it up to the middle of the park. Tir Chonaill Gaels have moved with much more fluency, much more pace, and have been much more direct, and have played the right ball inside. Cian Ruane has shown all his experience, doing very well at centre forward, and James Cawley is playing very well inside, as is Shea O'Connor. So Tir Chonaill Gaels will be happy with that.
Absolutely, Paul. And as you say, Tara needs to do a lot more. Only 2 points from 3 so far in this first half, but TCG 1-4 to 2 points up. They'll be very happy, and we'll see whether it carries on that way in the second half. both teams coming out now for the start of this second half. And Paul, we've been discussing at half time that in some of their games so far this year, Tara have been more of a second half team, and they're going to have to show that again today if they're to get over the line.
Yeah, thanks for that reminder, Charlie. They were a second half team anyway against us in the semi-final. We were 4 points up. They were nowhere to be seen, and they came back and they played a fantastic second half. They started getting involved for the kick-outs, and they started winning hard, dirty ball as you call it. They won a few frees that were easy enough frees, but they got them, and they just kept digging in and kept digging in. So I can't rule them out. It's just that, you know, they seem very flat today in their forward play. They haven't opened up Tir Chonaill Gaels at all. They've been lucky enough to get the couple of scores they have. Just before we go on there, I just wanted to say about the under sevens there, Stephen, Keith Morrow, and the boys with the under sevens at half time. It's great to see again, and all the people involved in that. Stephen Morrow is the manager. Stephen is from County Derry. Got involved with Tir Chonaill Gaels this year. He's the junior manager, and he's also involved in the senior management team tomorrow. And Niall Quinn, the manager from All Saints Ballymena, County Antrim. He's the manager of the Taras, and he's also managing the intermediate team too.
Yep, there's just a sub has been made at half time. Ryan Carney, number 19, has replaced Ronan Murphy. So Ryan Carney, a big player, Paul.
Fantastic player. Ryan will move around. He'll be very dangerous. He will get you scores. I'd be surprised if he doesn't get 3 or 4 points in this game. And he'll be looking to give the ball into Cawley. Himself and Cawley could cause problems. Here's a chance for Taras right at the beginning of the second half. And again, it's dropped short. I think that's the 7th drop short of the game from the Taras. And you need, right at the start of the second half, a chance of a point, and they didn't take it. So Tir Chonaill Gaels are on the run now, been roared on. Johnny Lavelle, the full-back, playing like a full forward. Good play by Johnny. Brought up to halfway, back to Conall Burke. Many of these Tir Chonaill Gaels players won in 2018 also. Lovely ball from Cian Ruan into Cawley. Cawley tackled from behind by the Taras. Full-back Frankie Finnerty is having a torrid time today with Cawley. But there's not a lot Frankie can do, because the ball that's coming in is just perfect ball for Cawley, perfect ball for any full forward, and you have to blame the Taras for not putting enough intensity on the pressure on the kickers there. They need to really put more pressure on Tir Chonaill Gaels. Here's a chance for Ryan Kearney. I'd be confident that Ryan could stick this over. Number 19, and he's back, and that's a poor effort from Kearney. There you go again, putting the clockers on him, Charlie. You got to stop me doing that. A poor kick from Ryan right into Kieran McGann's hand, the Longford goalie, who would be thankful for that. Now here comes the Taras. Been closed down though by Tir Chonaill Gaels. Good tackling by the Gaels. The Taras have made no inroads. They have no spots. They have to go right across to their full-back, Frankie Finnerty. He's looking for Paul McDermott, who's playing so deep. Paul played full forward against us and gave us many problems. The Leitrim man, you know. I would be looking at putting Paul further up the field, you know, where he can do some damage and cause problems. That's a little bit better from the Taras. Slide tackle there. Yeah, Conall Burke a little bit over-eager. Again, that ball can be brought forward. They threw the ball. Has to be given. You have to be consistent. And he's booking Conall for the sliding tackle. But John will need to bring that forward as it was thrown away. And that could be brought forward. Is he going to bring it forward? Not this time. I'm afraid the yellow card got his attention. So we have a centre half back in Bradley on the ball. Young Bradley, one of the homegrown players, looking for one of the Taras, but nothing happening inside. And it's just a 50-50 ball. Paddy Burke has taken it. Paddy did well there, got it back to Ryan Harvey. Ryan Harvey working it out to James McInerney, and James off to Jacko. Here's Jack Power. Jack taking his time. Over here beside us at right half back. Gives it back to McInerney. Doing well. Young James doing very well. His dad, Joel is the chairman of Tir Chonaill Gaels. Gives it to Ryan Kearney. Ryan Kearney looking up, beautiful ball into Cawley once again. He's been pulled. That's should be a free, but Cawley won't need a free. He just really nonchalantly stick it over the bar. That's another simple point, but isn't that the way to do it? Simple point. That's his third point of the game, and it was a nice ball by Kearney, the experienced head. Beautiful ball inside. James took it on the run, and James can kick with left or right foot, and he's proven that today. That was a beautiful kick by his left foot. Now, can Tara's win a kick out? Big Paul McDermott won that very well. They need to be looking for him more. I'd have him there for the kick out, but then I'd be saying get inside quickly. And they've, the breeze seems to be changed again to a degree that it's gone against the Taras in the second half. Here they are, Aidan Lynham. They need to get a score.
John Doyle here has just stopped the play. I'm not sure what is going on.
But he's gone over to...
Is that Peter McNally, the fourth official?
Okay, so maybe there was a breach. Possibly a breach.
Or maybe it looks like Peter is gesturing a bit of a strike. So
okay,
we'll see who John Doyle goes and speaks to.
Yeah. I think he's calling over Ryan Harvey, the number 7 for Tir Chonaill Gaels. Now Ryan will be a very, very clean player. He's in our London junior squad. I don't think there was anything major there. He's possibly pulling a little bit, but if he was pulling, then the free should be given from wherever the pull was made. I think he's doing that, but I'm not sure. It's taken a while to work it out. No, he hasn't, so it's of no benefit whatsoever to the Taras there. No benefit. For the officials, Peter McNally. He must have seen something, but there's a long ball in from the Taras. Aidan Hart has it. He's taken it, but he's given it away. He's given it away, and Tir Chonaill Gaels can go with Sweeney. Sweeney to McInerney. Oh, Johnny Lavelle making some good runs. Well taken by Shea O'Connor. Shea O'Connor to Ryan Kearney. Ryan Kearney across to Cian Ruane. Nice ball into space to Conor Burke, the wing forward. Conor back out to Kearney. Kearney having a look, but he won't shoot from there. Gives another ball into Cian Ruane. He's going for the return. It's got into Shea O'Connor. Shea should have given it to Ryan Kearney. He turned quickly onto his right foot, and that was a poor wide. But again, it was good play by Tir Chonaill Gaels. They moved up the field well. They kept the ball well. The Taras had an opportunity, but they're just missing them all day. It's not their day. Certainly not their day at the minute. Looks like they could be making a substitution here, the Taras. Not sure who it is, but I'm sure, Charlie, you'll tell us when the old eyesight mightn't be as good as it was. So
we'll wait and see.
It's too far away.
Board hasn't been put up yet.
Yeah. Well, what it does anyway, it sends Paul McDermott, as I said, into the square, which is
17
what they
Jack
need to
Sparks is the man who is coming off, and we'll see who's coming off.
Yeah, Jack Sparks. Is it Luke Pendrici? Not number 18. He's gone in anyway.
Yeah.
Isn't it number 18, Dominic Hilbridge? He's gone in on Gary Kane. That's well won by the Towers. Aidan Lynham has it. Into
He's 28,
Stephen McManus. Stephen's a good experienced player, and Stephen will put himself about. Towers need a score badly. They shout from the sideline to put it in.
And there's
Paul McDermott has it. Johnny Lavelle, a lot smaller than him, but Paul has won it. He's got a free right over on the right hand side of the pitch, right on this end line, right on the sideline. Tara's looking for some inspiration, but struggling. That's a terrible ball from a free kick. That's a really bad pass, and they've lost it, but they've managed to win a sideline. But just giving the ball away, like from set plays, from movement, and there's a ball inside anyway. Paul McDermott has it. Paul has a go well out the field, and that's not the greatest effort either. Just gone wide, and that's another wide for the Taras. It wasn't really from the right position. Poor decision making all round by the Taras. They'd be very, very disappointed with some of the stuff that they've brought today. They need to really up their game and up it really quickly. They are in possession of the ball, Charlie, but it's their build-up play and their finishing is just not good enough at all today.
I think Paul McDermott had more time there than he thought. Actually, he was actually in a lot of space where he could have turned and maybe had a better strike at goal there. But
I can't understand how they haven't copped on to the Paddy Burke kick out. Paddy Burke has won at least 5 kickouts. Now, he's been taken out there with a late tackle, and that's not the first time today. And it was a late tackle because, as I said before, Paddy doesn't lie down, and he's getting a few hits today. There's another late tackle there, and this time that's been spotted. It was a late tackle on young Sweeney, Keelan Sweeney. It came from the substitute, Stephen McManus, who's Stephen, since he's come on, is trying to give that bit of intensity which has been lacking maybe from the Taras.
Yeah.
But for his troubles there, he's got a yellow card, and he's gone straight into the back of Gary Kane again. He just want to watch himself. Anyway, there's a pass by Kieran Ruan across the field to the unmarked DK. David Kennedy, one of the most experienced men, a member of the 2018 winning team, junior team. After Ryan Kearney, Shea O'Connor. Shea gives it to James Cawley. James, that's a beautiful ball into Jack Nolan, a chance for Jack. Oh, and Jack has hit the bar. Jack would have been shouting about that one tonight. He really would, but that'll quite a bit. He found himself in acres of space. Maybe he should have just gone for the point. At least he could have shouted about that. But it came off the crossbar, and lucky escape for the Towers. Really good play by Tir Chonaill Gaels. Jack Nolan, when you find your wing back up in the corner forward position, I think it shows that, he's enjoying the day. We put it like that. And there's another poor ball from Towers. They have just really not been good enough. The only thing that they've really shown today is intensity and fire. They have continued to tackle well, and they've got their turnovers. They're not giving up. They're full of heart, and look, the club can be really, really proud of them, because these lads, it's their first year in the junior.
Yeah.
They won the junior last year, but that was with basically their only team. Then they put this team in this year, and it's, as I said, 13 homegrown players on it, and they've managed to get to a county final. It's a great, great success for the year for the Towers club, regardless. And people like Eddie McGivney and Andy Redican, who have put so much work into the underage, and the whole Towers club, they can be really, really proud, despite what I think today is not going to be their day in this particular game, but maybe in the next one.
Yeah.
James Cawley has it. He's won it well. Lovely ball to Paddy Burke. Paddy is on the run here now. He's probably going to look for someone to give it to. He gives it to Shea O'Connor. He might go for goal here. Shea, no. Ryan Harvey got it. The right decision, Ryan Harvey. Well done. Right in front of the goals. Ryan seen the goalie coming from him, and he just popped it over with his fist. That was a good decision by Ryan. A beautiful move by Tir Chonaill Gaels. Some really good decision making. That's the difference. They're giving balls off the shoulders, runners off the shoulders, giving the right pass at the right time. Somebody shouting there about something happening down the other end, but it's little or nothing. These lads know each other since they were 7 or 8 years of age, so they'll be just having a bit of fun really down there. Here come another kick out, won by Tir Chonaill Gaels. Gary Kane off to Keelan Sweeney, off to Conall Burke. He's in on goals here, but he doesn't bother. He just pops it over the bar. Good clinical finishing. Well won kick out by Gary Kane. He's done very well all day. Tir Chonaill Gaels have mopped up around the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Gary, the Kilcar man, his Uncle Morris will be very happy with him today. And Gary is a fine player, as I said earlier. Won senior medals with Tir Chonaill Gaels all through his career. Here's McGann, the Longford man for Tara's. Good kick out by McGann, but look at these lads, are just not there. Tir Chonaill Gaels are just all over them at the minute. Jack Nolan has it again. He'll be looking for a score this time, but he won't be shooting from there. That's a poor pass by Jack. He's probably still thinking of the goal chance. So here come Tara again. Declan Hart, the linesman, has called the attention of the referee, but again, unless it's something major, it's no good to the Towers, because they had just caught a turnover.
I think he might be saying there was a breach by Tara, so yeah, an easy free now for TCG to extend the lead. I think TCG know that as long as they keep putting the ball over the bar and getting points, that they'll keep moving away from Tara, because still Tara haven't scored in this second half. They've only got 2 points from frees through the whole game, so It's getting tougher and tougher for them.
Yeah, and Ryan Kearney, I think Ryan will put this over. It's just outside the 21. The breeze has died down. I'd be very surprised if this isn't an easy score for Ryan. That's his first of the day, and it leaves the scores: Tir Chonaill Gaels 1 goal, 8 points. Tara's 2 points. Like you say, Charlie, the second half hasn't happened for the Taras today like it did a few weeks ago in the semi-final. But in fairness, you have to give credit to Tir Chonaill Gaels. They've made sure it didn't happen. They have been outstanding every part of the field. They're winning kickouts. Here's another kickout. Loads of bodies around it. And brilliantly won again by Gary Kane. He's brought to task by McManus again. But Gary doesn't mind because he has the ball. That's a really fine take from Gary Kane. And
it's being brought forward there.
Yeah, it's been brought forward.
It's actually one thing to note, Paul. Stephen McManus has come on as a sub. I actually believe his son Dylan is also the number 10, so we have a father and son playing, and they both got yellow cards. So
well, yeah, they've made history today, so in a couple of different ways, Charlie.
Yeah.
But his dad is really fired up. There's no doubt about that. He's given it everything, and look, fair play to the man. He's come on there, and nobody's going to say he didn't give it everything, but he's given a free kick to Ryan Kearney. This is a tough one now. It's just on the 40-metre line, but it's on the right side of the pitch for the right-footed player. I think Ryan could slot this over.
It's a 2-pointer.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. That's what Kearney does. And, you know, to bring a player on like that with his experience, played for us again in the London junior team. He was part of this 2018 winning team for Tir Chonaill Gaels. You cannot beat that type of experience.
No.
He's in the senior squad tomorrow, and I wouldn't be one bit surprised he will play a major part in that too. And there's a substitute coming on now for Tir Chonaill Gaels.
Liam
is it
Hession.
Liam who was going to start? Liam is coming on.
His knee is bandaged
it is.
in some shape or form.
Yeah, and Shea O'Connor has been taken off. Shea has had a good game. He played well, Shea, and he done his job well. And Liam Hession obviously would have started today. Martin Hession from Galway, his dad, Clarets man, and played with London for many years with me. Great fella. And Liam was also part of the London junior team. Now the Taras. McManus has it. Gives it across to the wing back, Joseph Thornton. They're looking for Hart. He's won it. Johnny Lavelle stayed off him. Oh, that's a wild shot from Hart. But the Taras have it. They've got a small chance here. They're trying to get through. The number 15, Anthony Costello, has a chance of a score. Well blocked. Here's a second chance. He'll have to work it out because the tackling is good from Tir Chonaill Gaels. Well, there's a free kick, but yeah, there was two of them around him. They were probably just leaving the hand in. It was a little bit, so a well-won free kick for the Taras. And this will give them an opportunity over on the left-hand side of the pitch for Sean McGivney, I think. It's not an easy free now, Sean, but he's a good player. He taps it over the bar. Well done. Nice score by Sean. His two brothers will be playing for the Taras later on, and Dad Eddie will be proud of him. Sean is a really good player. We could be looking at him, you know, as in the next couple of years for the London junior squad for sure. But the Taras have just really not been able to get inside the Tir Chonaill Gaels half at all in this second half, and mainly due to the work on the kickouts from the Tir Chonaill Gaels scores. People like Gary Kane, he's just won another kick out. Higgins has sent every kick out over to the left hand side there to looking for Gary Kane and Paddy Burke, and they've won everything. Here they go. DK has it. DK will be giving it off now fairly shortly. He's going on a solo run, but that was a poor pass by DK, when intercepted there by Joseph Thornton. Taras though been hounded by the Gaels, but they've managed to work their way into the middle of the field. And Dylan McManus has it. Maybe he's looking for his dad there. That ball will be brought forward. No, it's not brought forward. They've got a lot of space out here on the left hand side if they can get it across. McGivney has it. McGivney gives it to Aidan Lynham. They need to get inside. I'd like to see McGivney go inside and try and cause some problems for the Tir Chonaill Gaels full back line. Again, it's slow build up play with the Taras, and they need to speed it up at the minute. It comes across to Conor Moore in the wing back. Conor having a run at DK. That's a good run by Conor. He needs some support now. He's going to have a go himself. Has an effort, but that's going to slide just wide, just to the left-hand post. But it was a good effort by Conor Moore in there. He made a good run and deep into the heart of the Tir Chonaill Gaels defence, but he was under pressure when he was kicking it, and just not their day, Charlie.
No, not their day.
Well, not their day at the minute.
Yes.
We'll see in the next game when they play the
course.
intermediate final, where they're hot favourites. There's Cian Ruane, been fouled, and Cian wins that. Now they won't get away with that. Keelan Sweeney took it about 5 or 6 metres. There's a couple of subs coming on for the Towers, Charlie.
Yes, we'll see. There's actually a triple sub being made. So Tara running the bench now to try and see if some of their subs can have an impact on the game. We'll see. Number 12, Joseph Cunliffe, is one of the players who's going off.
And
as
number
is
15,
Anthony Costello.
Yeah.
So 18, Dominic Hilditch is one of the subs who has come on. As has, is that 26, I think, Michael Walsh. And it's difficult.
Yeah, a lot of subs there, 3 subs, and you know, David just pointed out the Towers have not scored from play. It's very disappointing for them. There's Cian Ruane with a good ball into Hessian. Here's the sub, Hessian back to Kearney. You know, they're sprinkled with really good footballers, the Tir Chonaill Gaels. Gary Kane, lovely ball into Connell Burke. Another good score from Connell. He's been very good today. He's worked hard. He's got his couple of scores. Everything you'd want from a wing forward. Really good play there. Hessian did well, won the initial ball. You can see that he's struggling a little bit with that knee. It's well wrapped up, but
It's a bit of a surprise they really brought him on, in a sense.
it is.
If he has that injury, but
Yeah. Here's the kick out from the Towers. There's 2-on-2. Kearney tried to batter it down, but the Towers are there this time. They've got the ball, and Conor Moore, who's played well at wing back, but he went into the tackle there. Jack Nolan won it well. Took a late hit there, Jack. Michael Walsh. Michael from Mayo.
actually he was on the bench, I think, for Mayo when you were doing managing London, Paul. So
He was indeed, and I know Michael very, very well, and we'll say he gave a fair hit there now. He gave a fair hit, the Mayo man. So Michael wouldn't be happy with this scoreline at all. Here's Cian Ruane, the Glavies man. Came back to Kearney. Kearney now just seeing the spaces and going into the right positions, and he just absolutely loves this. Beautiful ball into Hessian. Hessian takes it. Well blocked down. I think he could have given it there to Cawley, but decided to go for the shot himself. The Towers did well again. They're not giving up, the Towers. You know, they're working hard, but they're 1-11 to Tir Chonaill Gaels, 3 points to the Towers. No score from play for the Towers. That would be hugely disappointing to them. They'll want to get a couple of scores on the board. That's a beautiful kick pass down the wing. Well taken. The Gaels are there in numbers, but it's well taken by the Towers. It's a really good run by the number 10, Dylan McManus. This is a chance, but Jack Nolan has done well. Again, the wrong decision across the goal, and that's a defender's ball. It's not an attacker's ball, you know, but you know, it's a great run by young McManus. He really brought it over 30-40 metres down the right hand side of the pitch, but unfortunately to no avail. Here's Tir Chonaill Gaels on the run. Good ball into Hessian. He's out in front. He's won 3 out of 3 balls out in front. Gives it to Kearney, who just slows it down for a minute. Back to Cian Ruane, Paddy Burke, all the experienced old heads here. Cian Ruane, they're a hugely experienced team. I know I said it before, but you know, lots of winners there, championship medal winners, players that have played on the senior team, and the Towers probably, as I said earlier, they're just starting off a lot of these lads. Obviously McDermott and McManus and young McGann, the goalkeeper, have been there a while, but you know, the rest of them lads are just starting their football careers, so they'll learn from this. The Gaels just have too much today. Here's Cawley. They're just keeping the ball now, in no panic at all. There's Jack Nolan. Jack, a great lad, a great trier, great clubman. Always give 100%. Back to Ryan Harvey, Paddy Burke. Back to Jack. Jack is on the ball a lot. He's doing very, very well, as long as he doesn't take too many more shots. That's what I say to you, Jack. But but his play out of that and his tackling, his intensity, and has been key today. Here's Ryan Harvey. The Gaels are just completely keeping the ball. The Tars have to come out, and they've lost the head there a little bit.
That could be a second yellow potentially for Dylan McManus.
Oh, well, it will be. It will be for sure, because there was a high tackle on James Cawley. They just got frustrated there, really frustrated. It's a second yellow for the number 10, Dylan McManus. You know, he played well. Ryan Harvey is getting involved there. I'm surprised at Ryan, because there's no need for it. The lad has taken 2 yellow cards and he's gone off the field, so there's no need for anyone else to get involved. And I think because of that, John Doyle is making the right decision. He's giving a hot ball. He's getting a little bit of encouragement there.
I think
from
Gary
the
Kane has actually been subbed off,
All
and
right.
I think they're applauding his performance, which is very
And
fair
rightly so.
enough.
Yeah. Gary has been absolutely outstanding here today. He's got a massive shout there from the Tir Chonaill Gaels supporters, and rightly so. Who's came on for him?
I think it was 18, Harry Allen.
Harry Allen, that's good. Harry's dad is involved in the management of this team. Jack, that was a bit nonchalant. You won't get away with that, Jack. And but look at the tackling, and Allen has done well there. He worked hard to win the ball back. He gives it to Hessian on Solan on his left foot. Back to Ryan Kearney. Ryan Kearney off to Paddy Burke. Paddy back to Ryan Kearney. Ryan might have a pop here. That's a beautiful. Oh, thought it was a beautiful score. It came back off the bar to Kearney. He'd probably pop it over, and he does pop it over with his left foot. Kearney can hit right or left. I mean, that was a good first effort, but then he got the left-footed shot too. He scored 4 points since he's come on. Obviously, one of them was a 2-pointer, Charlie, but I did say he'd get a few points.
You did, and you were right.
I was right, yeah. So I get an odd thing right, Charlie. So there's the kick out from the Towers. That could have been off the ground, is it?
It was, yeah.
Oh my God.
He was outside of the arc, but it was just
it was
rolling
off the
along the ground.
Yeah, and the Gaels take it quick. Connell Burke into Hessian, into Cawley. This will be in the back of the net. No, it won't. It won't. He just passed it back to McGann. Way too simple. It should have been in the back of the net, but you won't put them in the back of the net with that kind of finish. And Cawley needs to, do better than that in them positions. There's a big good ball into McDermott. Paul did very well. He's got no support. He's wide out on the right hand side. He's trying to make a run. Very hard to stop Paul. Good strength, good power. Johnny Lavelle, there's 2 Gaels men on him, and no support for Paul, and he ends up giving the ball back to Tir Chonaill Gaels. But they just lack that support today, the Towers, because Paul won the ball. He made a good run. It's happened a few times today, and he just didn't have the support play from the other players. Towers have won it back again. They have it in the middle of the field. Tir Chonaill Gaels are still tackling, good hard tackling there all the time. People like Ryan Patterson, the cornerback.
We are approaching full time here. Only have a few minutes left. TCG 12 points up. They've been a much better team today. They've just managed to get through the Tara defence in a way that Tara haven't. And as we've mentioned, Tara still with no score from play in this game. Paul, I was just saying we're approaching full time.
Yeah.
Who would you give your man of the match to for this
Well,
one?
I think it's definitely from the Tir Chonaill Gaels side. The Towers have tried hard. Young McManus, even though he went off. Just before we do that, here's another chance for Tir Chonaill Gaels. Harry Allen has it over on the right hand side, back to Kearney. Kearney pretends to shoot, but he won't shoot from there. They won't shoot for a while. So yeah, Paul McDermott has really tried hard also for the Towers, but they've lacked that little bit of experience which Tir Chonaill Gaels have had. Ryan Kearney has scored 4 points since he's came on, so he's in the mix for man of the match. I think people like Johnny Lavelle, James Cawley has done really well too. James is on the ball at the minute, having another shot, but just maybe from the wrong side. He's given a late tackle there, so it's a free kick. But look, we're going to give the man of the match to the man that has just been substituted. He's got an absolutely outstanding ovation there, and I know Gary has been around for a long time. but at the end of the day, what he did today was superb. He did the simple things well. He won lots of kickouts, his own kickouts, the opposition kickouts, and Jack Nolan getting a really good ovation there. He had a fantastic game too. But we're going to give the man of the match today to Gary Kane from Kilcar, County Donegal.
Congratulations to Gary Kane. We'll see whether the man of the match committee agree with us at the end of the game. I correctly predicted the man of the match for the intermediate hurling final last week.
Good man, Charlie.
We'll see.
Did you get a prize?
I got no prize, no, just my own satisfaction. So
well, that's enough. Here's a free kick again to Kearney. He's going to make it his 5th point on the scoreboard after one half. It's just on the left hand side, just outside the 14. Mick Walsh there making a walk across to try and put him off. It's a bit late now though. Here he goes, and there's a simple score for Ryan Kearney. And Tir Chonaill Gaels 113, Tara's 3 points, and fantastic performance from Tir Chonaill Gaels here today. Podtrack, the main sponsors, Paul O'Donnell and Brenda, 2 great people from Donegal, and they'll be really proud today. And Tir Chonaill Gaels will be all out to do the double tomorrow in the senior, but
absolutely,
that'll be a different kettle of fish. It'll be a really tight game, I'm anticipating there. Here's Kearney again in the right place at the right time. 6 points.
Yeah,
I done him an injustice. Good job we picked the man of the match. He'd be given out to me. He'd say, how did I not get man of the match, scoring 6 points in a half? And he has a valid point, but look, he won't mind because he's got another medal to join with 2018, and I'd say he could play a part tomorrow. Here's a kick out. Tars seem to have just given up the ghost at the minute. Ryan Harvey easily wins that ball. His dad will be so proud. Great supporter of London, and follows us everywhere with the London Juniors, and so many players here. It's from Tir Chonaill Gaels and the Tars to look forward to for the London Juniors as the season progresses. Paddy Burke, Cian Ruane gives it back to Paddy. Paddy doesn't have too many shots. He gives it to Keelan Sweeney. Keelan just looking for an opening. Young Hessian has it. Liam Hessian gives it across to Ryan Patterson, the left corner back, and he sticks it over the bar. Really good score there when the left corner back. He can give a wave over if he wants, but he doesn't to the crowd. The Tir Chonaill Gaels supporters will be just absolutely over the moon. There'll be great celebrations. The amount of work done by both these clubs at underage level and other clubs like St Kiernan's, Parnell's, Round Towers, all the different clubs around London. The Tars are the leaders at the minute, but Tir Chonaill Gaels have always been there. Kids from under 6s up every Friday night down in Greenford. Joel McInerney and the boys down there doing some great work. And there's Johnny Lavelle. I've been very impressed with Johnny. He's won the ball there off big Paul McDermott. Paul is fighting hard for it, fair and square, but Johnny wins it and gives it back out to McInerney. Young McInerney, James, good play, nice ball off into Zach McGovern. Zach McGovern, the number 21, bringing up the field. He's going to have a pop. He might as well. Kearney isn't happy with him. He wanted his 7th point, but that's gone wide. But again, Johnny Lavelle, very impressed with him there at full back. We'll be looking at him. There's been 5 minutes overtime in this game. The score is Tir Chonaill Gaels 115, Tara's 3 points. I don't think there's many seconds left. There goes McGann, another kick out. Cian Ruane up for it, but the Tars win it, and they're on the run. Good play by Joseph Thornton. Joseph gives it into Finn Clough, making a good run. He's been hassled still by Tir Chonaill Gaels into McManus. There's a chance of a score here, surely, but it's just maybe missed it. Oh dear. And a late tackle there. You wouldn't want to see the dad and the son go off. He just has to be a bit careful because he's got a yellow already. Here comes Tir Chonaill Gaels, a good run up the field there again, but just gone out over the far sideline. Yeah, we would have expected to see a closer game. Tir Chonaill Gaels were hot favourites for it, as we said, but I just thought Tars would put up a better fight. It's not that they didn't put up a fight, they did. It's just that their decision making and their efficiency in the scoring zone was, to be quite honest, just not at the levels required, you know.
Yeah.
And the difference is that Tir Chonaill Gaels had the experienced guys able to do that. They controlled it. There's a ball into Paul McDermott, and it just shows you when it just goes off Paul there. But he did well. He fought hard, still fighting to win that ball. Back into Clough. He's going to have a go. And there, thankfully, they've got a score on the board. That's good to see. That's their first score from play in the second half. And it leaves it Tir Chonaill Gaels 1 goal, 15. Tara 4 points. That's the first score from play for Tara's, Charlie.
Yeah, that kind of underlines, as we've been saying, just how dominant TCG have been in this game. As the final whistle goes, it's massive congratulations to Tir Chonaill Gaels. They are junior champions. They'll go up to intermediate next year. And Paul, it's been a very, very dominant display from them throughout.
Oh, it has. It's been brilliant now, and those lads will be absolutely over the moon. Fair play to them, and an absolutely fantastic performance. And you talk about them first, you know, regardless of Tara's shortcomings in front of goal. Tir Chonaill Gaels dominated the game. They won it everywhere. They won 90% of all the kickouts on the day. They scoring efficiency was at a really high level. They had experience all around the pitch. They were tough, but they were really, really clean. They did everything the right way, and it's massive for them to now go up to the intermediate again next year, and they're also in Division 2. And fair play to Tir Chonaill Gaels. My old club, I'm very, very happy that they have done that today. Their supporters will be over the moon with them young lads, and the likes of Cian, Rowan, the older lads, and JP O'Donnell, who didn't get a run, but JP, the Donegal man, a great player too, and especially Gary Kane, our man of the match. As for Tara's, look, they gave it everything. They absolutely gave it everything, but they just had a few shortcomings maybe on that experience side, and lacking a bit of firepower up front. Having to play Paul McDermott out in the middle of the field gave them it was a big loss to them inside, because he usually plays him in full forward. When he went in, he caused lots of problems for Tir Chonaill Gaels, but you know, they just didn't have enough support on the day from the other players. And massive congratulations to Tir Chonaill Gaels and Tara's. Very, very well done. They've got the intermediate final now to look forward to in a few minutes coming up, and those lads have done well to get to the final this year, and fair play to the club too.
So there we go. Congratulations to Tir Chonaill Gaels. They have won the Junior Football Championship, and we'll see tomorrow whether they can make it a double for 2025 in the senior.